Hello guys, welcome all of you to my channel. So here in the last class we have learned how to create a simple test cases. Okay, and we also learned the basic details of framework, why we need a framework, what are the prerequisite step, and also we need install the playwright. We created the folder structure, we have created the test case. Okay, so the next task is how we'll fetch the data from different file. So what does it mean? See, this is the test case that I've written. Okay, but as per the framework creation standard, it's saying that this is not as per the framework standard. Why? Because see, here we have declared the hard-coded data. You cannot expose your username and password directly from the test cases. It's not recommended. Okay. So what you can do, see, we have to use this data folder. Okay, where you can store the test data. Okay. So we'll do one thing. We'll create a file test data.json. Okay. So here we can store all our test data so that we can use it from here. We'll not declare any hardcode data right now from the test case level, which is not at all recommended. Okay, so wait, well, what we'll do, I'll copy this and I'll create as it is a JSON file. So I'll create a JSON file and I'll name it as a username column, my username. Okay, that is Anuj Paikroy 7@gmail.com. After that, I'll go to here. I'll copy the password. I will go to testdata.json. I'll put a comma, password. Okay, and the password. Great. Okay. So right now, instead of writing the username and password in the test case level, you can use that. So to use that testdata.json in the test case level, first of all, we need to import that to our login.spec.js. So how you can import? It's very simple. You have to create a variable constant. Let's give it as data. Okay, you can give it any name. Test data equal to uh, how you can do that? You have to use the require module. Okay. After that, here the a small trick is there. Understand? Okay. So see, right now you are in login.spec.js. Okay. So go to so from the coding perspective, first of all, you have to go to the base folder that is tests. After that, you have the access of each and every folder present in the folder structure. So you can do one thing. You can put double full stop, then forward slash, then you can have the access of, see, 1 minute why it's not populating. Okay, see, after giving a double dot slash, you have access of this data folder. You can click the data folder. After that, you should have access of this test data.json file. Then only this data variable should have the access of whatever you have stored in the test data.json. Okay, so right now you can replace with this line, that is data dot username comma data dot password. Simple. So if you execute this test case, it will the execution will be remain same. Or instead of fetching the data from the test case level, it will fetch from the data folder where the test data.json file. Okay, so now one more problem is there right now. What is the problem? See, this was my test data. Okay, but when we'll click on the navigate to application, so if you can see, this is also hard coded, right? So in real time, you have three environment. One is dev environment, one is QA environment, one is the production environment. So first, whenever the developer will develop the piece of code, they will push into the dev environment. If it is working perfectly fine, then they will push into the QA environment. And after that, like if it is working in both the environment, so the whole team will be very much assured that this code is working perfectly fine, then only they will be they will push the code into the production environment. They will do a release and they will push the code into the production environment. That's how the real-time organization will work. Okay, so right now just think of once, if tomorrow your team will tell, your developer team will tell, execute all the test cases in dev environment. You have to remove that, you have to put the dev environment. After that, again, they will tell you, okay, dev is working fine, and they will tell you to re-execute all the test cases into the Q environment. Again, you have to remove it. So you have to create your framework, you have to tweak your framework in such a way that if they will tell, you just have to change one or two or three word, and you have to have some configuration. You have to just change that configuration, and all your test case should execute irrespective of your environment given by your team. So that's how you can do. Just understand very with a clear mind. Okay. So for that, see, you understood the problem statement, right? So right now, the problem is we have to configure this in a such a way that you can easily tweak this to any environment according to your team requirement. So what we can do, we have to install one simple package, that is .env. You have to install the .env concept. So what else the .env? I'll tell you. You have to install npm install, sorry, spelling mistake, npm install .env. You have to install it, and you can see one package is installed. After install anything in Playwright, you have to uh, confirm over here whether that dependency got added into the package rotation or not. Okay. After that, it's got installed, right? So what you can do, you can create a new file called .env in the base folder structure. Okay, and inside that .env, you can do one thing. You have to add the variable details. Suppose QA, suppose there is a dev URL. Okay, and there is a QA URL. Okay, so what you can do, you can go to the login page.js. You can copy this. Okay, and you can go to the environment file and you can paste it over here. You can remove the double quote here. Okay, simple. That's it you have to do. After that, what you can do, you have to copy this, you have to put it over here where the login page.js process dot env dot. Okay, so now just understand one problem, that even if you'll even if you pasted this dev URL, it's not being imported in the login page. So previously, when you have used this testdata.json, you have to import it first, then only you can use it, right? So right now, there is one more problem here, that you did not import it. So how you can use it, right? So what you can do, you have to, so as we all know that whenever our test case execution will be started, so first of all, it will go to the playwright config.js, and after configure everything, whatever the global configuration that has been set for your whole framework, it will capture everything and it will start the execution. So as we understood that the test case flow execution will be start from login.spec.js, and the second it will go to playwright config.js. So what you can do, you can import that environment configuration over here, that is .env config. Okay, then you can use that config details everywhere in the login.spec, in the login page, and wherever you want to execute, you can put it everywhere. So what you can do, imagine this is the right now the complete two URL is same, but in future we'll get two different environment. What you can do, you can, if suppose your development team will tell you to execute all the test cases in dev environment, you can just change that You go to login page, and under the navigate to application, you can just change to from QA URL to dev URL. And in future, if they will give you some XYZ URL, you just have to change this thing, and your whole test case will execute in the respective environment, and you will get the result. Okay, so let's execute the test cases. Sorry, npx playwright test. Okay, it got failed. Let's check page.go to. Okay, let's go to the login page.js. It should work. This dot page to go to process.environment. Go to process.env. Yeah, it's working fine. I don't know why it's not working. It's QA URL. Mm, okay, I think the problem is the underscore, I guess. Just 1 minute. Okay, so I think the underscore is not allowed here. Dev URL, it should not, it should work as it is. QA URL, QA URL, and you can give this thing, and after that you can give dev URL, and in this case just give the same name. I'll remove this. I think underscore you cannot put in the .env file extensions. So instead of dev URL, I can mention on the login page that is QA URL. Okay, so let's re-execute the test case. It should pass. Okay. So in future, if your developer will tell to re-execute all your test cases in some other file, suppose a dev URL, you don't need to change a lot of things. You just go to the login page and just change it from QRL to dev URL. That's it. Nothing. You don't need. You have to tweak a small thing in your framework, and it will re-execute all your test cases in the new environment. That's it. Okay, so I hope you will understand this video. We'll meet in the next video with some new topic. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.